Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019. It is now our 11th season in charge of USL Dunkerque. Last season, if you didn't catch what happened at the end of it, we are the 4th best team in France somehow. We've managed to qualify for the Champions League this season, which is bloody ridiculous. Now, because it is the start of a new season, there's obviously been a lot of transfer business. We'll start off with the players that have been released, because I think there's a couple of names in there that you might actually recognise. 6 players in total have left the club on free transfers. The biggest one there is Rodrigue Ella, and by biggest, I mean, he's not the best player anymore, but he did have a huge amount of games for us, 187. He, much like Big Gids, had a very important part to play, particularly going up from League 2 to League 1, obviously getting into League 1. Didn't really cut it too much, but yeah, he has left the club on a free transfer. Sergio Martella, who was an Italian goalkeeper, has also gone. File, Ilson, a couple of Brazilians. Romain Bertomeu also came through our youth team, I believe. Not the best either. I mean, Desboy, no idea who he is. And Gabor Bagi was a 15-year-old Hungarian goalkeeper when I signed him. How old is he now? And is he any good? I'm going with not. He's at Le Havre. He's okay. He's 18 now. He's only 2 years away from becoming French. At the end of the last episode as well, we did say goodbye to long-standing central midfielder Big Gids, Gideon Waha. 200 appearances, 22 goals for us. He's signed for Asante Kotoko, I believe is what they are called in Ghana. He's gone for £220,000, potentially raising a little bit more. Probably won't raise too much more because he's 31 years old now. But yep, Big Gids has left. That is not the biggest transfer to leave the club this summer. You can probably guess who it is. Abdulkadir Bejoui, the Tunisian central defender who we managed to steal from under the noses of PSG when they decided to just let his contract run out. We picked him up on a free transfer 2 years ago now. He's played 65 games, scoring 10 goals. Pretty much all of them, bar about 1 or 2, were in the first season. He's signed for Juventus, as you can tell. We got £26 million for him. Nothing more than £26 million, but we do have that 50% sell-on. I thought I needed to accept this because basically he was out of contract at the end of next season, or the season 11 for us. He was going to be out of contract. He would have just gone on a free. We were never going to sign him to a new deal. He wanted £80,000 a week. So Bejoui has gone, but it has massively helped our finances. And we have broken our record transfer fee, and it's for a slightly weird player. 18-year-old Bulgarian left-back Todor Popov has signed from Bero for £4.2 million. The reason why I decided to throw money at this man is, I can't remember who it was, but there was a player we signed a year or so ago who had lots of interest. Thomas Ramon, that was it. He had lots of interest from big clubs. Todor Popov had interest from Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester United, PSG, and loads of other big teams. And I went, I can afford it. I'm doing it. If he's that interested in going to those clubs, like if they really want to sign him, we must be able to get him as well. And he'll be playing for us. He'll be playing first-team football for us from day one. I'm sorry at the other left-backs who are here, but you're not worth £4.2 million. Stats-wise, he looks pretty good as well. Mentally, loads and loads of good numbers. Some of them a little bit too low for my liking. I mean, aggression, 8. Actually, I say too low. No, work rate is 17, teamwork of 14, determination 13, decision 16. No, he's bloody good. Todor Popov, £4.2 million for a Bulgarian teenager, could be a risk. For £450,000, potentially raising up to £800,000, we've signed French attacking midfielder Patrick Duru from Guillaume. This was actually a deal done by my director of football, because what I do is I get my director of football to buy people as well, and then if he makes an offer for someone I'm actually quite interested in, I will just then offer the contract. This is what happened here. Patrick Duru has signed. He's probably not going to play much football, but he's only cost like £800,000, which is a stupid amount of money for us, but right now, £800,000 isn't a lot of money. He's probably going to sit in the reserves, might get a game or two here and there. We have bought some more attacking midfielders, which is why he's probably 4th choice at the moment. Signing from Manchester United on a free transfer is English midfielder Kevin Turner. He is probably one of our best players at the moment. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. Versatile is one of the reasons why I wanted him. He can play quite well as a segundo volante on attack. He's got some good numbers there. He can also play as the attacking midfielder if we really need him to as well. Free transfer, you can't really go wrong there. Another free transfer is 18-year-old Danish central defender David Madsen, who's gone out on loan to Gazilek Ajaccio. He's got a bit of potential. I think he was about 4-star, 4.5-star potential. technically, he's bloody good. As a defender, if we do that one, he's got some, like the heading, the marking, the tackling is all very good. Mentally, he's also got some pretty good stats there. Physically, also pretty good. Hopefully, an entire season playing in League 2, I believe, Gazilek Jace are in. That'll do him a world of good. It is a return to our former loanee, Ismail Sarr, formerly of Benfica, who's now signed on a permanent deal. He spent 2 years on loan at us back in the 2025, 2026 and then 2027 seasons. He's a good little player. He's coming as a backup. He's not going to get a massive amount of football, but he does give us another option as that defensive midfielder. Another player who is very similar to the Englishman from Manchester United is another Englishman. It is Bright Yeboah, 22 years old, formerly of Arsenal, played a little bit for Oxford and Bristol City by the looks of it as well. He is signed on a free transfer. He is English, but he is also half Ghanaian, I believe it is. It is, yes, he's half Ghanaian, so he doesn't need a work permit, which is ideal. He's only in on a hot prospect deal, 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. He's very good for a hot prospect. And finally, to try and give us a little bit of competition down that right-hand side is South African right midfielder Given Lovell. He's cost £500,000 from Kaizer Chiefs, but my word, the mental stats on this man are bloody insane. Physically, look at these. Look at the pace and the stamina and the agility and the acceleration. He is going to be wonderful for us. Technically, he's got a little bit of work to do, but he's still got some really good, like crossing and dribbling, 14, technique of 14 as well. He's by no means a bad footballer. We'll be playing him probably there. If you look at all the numbers that are highlighted, it's only his tackling and composure that are really bad. We have also extended the loan deal of Juan Manuel Blanco on loan from Atletico from last season. He's played 21 games for us now. Decent little player, I think. Glad to have him for another year. So that is our transfer business for the summer. We've spent £5.25 million, most of it on Todor Popov. We've brought in £26.5 million. You can also see here a whole load of loan deals. Thomas Ramon has gone back to Nancy. He was there last season, then we recalled him. Esli has gone to Le Mans. Vittorio Leone, trying to sell him, has gone to Laval on loan. David Madsen, we've already mentioned. Yoon Kyung-soo has gone to Brest on loan. Sofiane Khalid has gone to Lille. Brandon Collignon to Paris FC. Daniel Gerrits has gone back to Belgium to sign for AA Ghent on loan, and they're paying most of his wages, I believe, and Brian has returned to South Africa to play for Sundowns for a season. To keep you up to date with all the finances and things, you can see there, we've got £23 million in the bank, we've got a £24 million transfer budget, and we are about 50,000 under our wage budget, although we are committed to spending a lot more, and I'm not quite sure why. And also, if you missed last episode, you missed a good one if you missed last episode, because we did qualify for the Champions League. But this season, we are going to be playing at our local rivals Bologna, their stadium, Stade de la Liberation. It's the Stadium of Liberation. It is 12,000 seater, 15,204 capacity. I don't think it's particularly far away geographically from us. We are moving into the Dunkerque Stadium at the end of this season, so we've got a year playing away from home, and then we'll be at our brand new stadium ready for Season 12. I think that is everything that I need to catch you up on today then. We are going to kick things off in Ligue 1 against last year's champions, PSG. Now, I didn't want to play this on camera. I was going to play the Monaco game on camera, because I believe it's Monaco and then Nimes, and in the middle of that, or maybe just before the Monaco game, we get our Champions League draw. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do PSG, and then maybe we might do the Champions League draw, and then I'll show you highlights or something of the Nancy and Monaco games. I don't know. So the draw date for the Champions League group stages is the 24th of August. We're on the 5th at the moment if we look at the schedule. So it's going to be between the Monaco and Nimes games. So what I'm going to do in this episode, we're going to have PSG, we're then going to have a brief rundown of Nancy and Monaco, and then we're going to have our Champions League draw and see who we're going to be destroying in Europe. I'm hoping we can get at least one bad team, and we're not the bad one. I'm hoping someone else is the bad team. It's never a good way to start a season, but I guess playing the champions away from home in the first game is a good thing to do, just to get out of the way, because even if we do badly, at least we know we've only got to play them once more in the next, 37 games. The starting lineup then we are going to go for. In goal is going to be Calvin Matupa. The back four is going to be João Ferreira, Vanderlei Pokravac and Todor Popov. Vanderlei and Pokravac, I think, are going to love the fact that Bejouy's gone, because those two have already got a really good partnership between the pair of them. it's just going to get stronger. The two midfielders, I'm not sure why I'm doing this, but we're going to play Kevin Turner and David Burkic as those two central midfielders. Neither of them are naturally defensive midfielders. We do have a few players down here. You can see Asana Kamara currently suspended. A few players as well need a little bit of fitness, so they're not going to get a game today. Going to probably play them in the under-20s or reserves or whatever we have. The wingers are going to be Ian Kelly and Francis Katiba. Jean-Pierre Lecomte will be just behind Francois Achille. On the bench, you can see Levan Gvimradze. Yep, I'm going to give him another go. Basically, no one wants to buy him. I mean, someone wants him. Nancy wants him, but they don't ever offer for him. So Levan might be getting another season with us. No matter what way this result goes, I think we can kind of assume that the rest of the season isn't going to be as tough as this. I'm hoping this season is going to be quite a difficult year. Because obviously we've lost, in the last two seasons, we've lost Sreko Matajevic and now Abdelkadir Bejoui. So we've lost two extremely good footballers. And if I'm honest, we haven't replaced them with extremely good footballers. We've got good footballers, but they're not as good as those ones. We're 1-0 down after 52 seconds. It was awful defending and awful goalkeeping. So, yeah, well, I mean, we were expected to lose to PSG anyway. That goal puts us bottom of the table. We're not going to be there for long. 20 minutes in, Popov's throw finds Katiba back to the young Bulgarian. Into Kevin Turner. He's running forward. Finds Francois Achille. Holds up play. Tries to play the ball through. Can't do it. And now Pellegrini is 1-on-1 with the keeper. He's hit the post and didn't go for the rebound. And Pokravac can get the ball clear. Corner for PSG. Pellegrini's there once again. He's hit the bar. De Ligt isn't going to get the rebound. Vanderlei smashes the ball clear. Are we going to see the throw on? Yes, we are. Aaron takes the throw. Howlin. Sergei doesn't get there. Turner does. Now Kelly on that right-hand side. He's going to run forward. Plays it forward to Achille, who turned the wrong way. Where are you going? Back to the Brazilian Vanderlei. What's going on here? I do not like the look of this. He's going to have to play all the way back to Matupa, the South African. Back once again to Vanderlei. Forward! Forward, you bloody idiots! There we go. Matupa smashes it upfield, finds Achille, who gets tackled by Koch. Now, Matthias de Ligt. Marquinhos, he can play the ball forward. Vanderlei doesn't bother. Vanderlei does not bother. Matupa's managed to save it. Ferreira can get the ball clear. We are doing awful. Free kick for Asensio with, with about 7 minutes left of the first half. We're 2-0 down and we deserve it. 14 shots, 6 on target. Ferreira's on a 6.1. It's not half-time yet. Asensio, corner comes in. Koch is there, but it's just over the bar. It is going to be 2-0 to PSG at half-time. And everyone's going to get a shouting at. Ferreira's made 3 mistakes. 3! And they've scored 2 goals. So I'm assuming you're to blame for at least one of the goals? Yunus Kabul, I think we should let them know we appreciate the efforts. No, that was absolutely terrible. You're extremely poor. Vanderlei has lost some confidence. It can't go any worse, so we're changing everything up completely. We're going to go for the 4-4-2 diamond on defensive mentality because it is PSG. Because it is PSG, it's normally defensive anyway. 2 subs, Katiba and Kelly off the 2 wingers have been replaced by Blanco and Marco Vergara. I was going to bring off Ferreira as well, but we firstly don't really have a right-back option on the bench, and also we don't really have many more subs. We've only got 1, and I kind of want to hold on to that. Throw on that right-hand side. Delmas takes it, heads back to Delmas, crosses in, Pellegrini's there, and it is just wide of the front post. The first highlight of the second half, obviously, goes to PSG. We are getting dominated. Pinto with a free kick, plays the ball upfield. Howland heads forward. Vanderlei to Burkic, though. Where are you going to go? All the way back to Matupa. Finds Pokravac. Where are you going to go? Back to Matupa. There's a goal in this, and it's going to go for PSG, isn't it? Pokravac is going to get there first. Why have you done that? This game hates me. Seriously? I could see it coming. Why did Matupa smashes the ball clear? Good. Ball comes straight back. Then why does Pokravac decide to do that? Why was that the thing that he wanted to do? And then Matupa just does a lovely finish. It was an open goal, but it was a lovely finish from the South African. Throw on for PSG. Asensio back to the throw on taker Marquinhos. Pellegrini doesn't win the ball. Now Marco Vergara has some space. Plays it across to Achille. He's got 3 in the box. Crosses in. Aaron's there. Burkic is there. He's got the ball in the back of the net. It is 3-1. Our first highlight and our first goal. And I believe it's David Burkic's first ever goal for Dunkerque as well. It's too little too late, but the fact that we've scored has kind of cheered me up a little bit. Final 10 minutes of the game. We're going to do our final substitution. Joe Ferreira's gone up to a 6.4, so he's doing okay. Jean-Pierre Lecomte off. Davor Vasic is going to come on because basically I didn't really pick my subs bench, did I? Because we've got 2 left backs on there. Into injury time then. It's going to end 3-1 unless something happens in the next few seconds. It's not a good result. It's not the worst result. We could have, that goal has helped us out quite a bit because this is basically this entire match is let's not ruin our goal difference. Conceding 3, 2, we conceded 2 and then ballsed one up, didn't we? And then scoring a goal is actually quite good. 7 mistakes for Ferreira. You're getting a fine. I'm going to get Eunice to do the team talk. I mean, you did a good job and then you ballsed it up. You said something to Vanderlei, you said something to Kevin Turner, and you said something to Katiba. Why did you do that? Let's not look at the league table. I know every time the start of the season, if we're doing well, I'm constantly, look at the league table. We're 19th. Let's ignore it. Right, I am now going to go forward to the 25th of August. We're also going to do a quick little sort of highlights of the Nancy and Monaco games as well. And then we'll see who we're going to be playing in the Champions League. Match number 2 then, up against Nancy. I'll keep you up to date with any highlights and anything that happens in the first and second half. 22 minutes in and Popov sets up Pokravac from the corner. We are 1-0 up against Nancy at our temporary home, which apparently has a car park behind the goal. Half time, it is 1-0, but we are dominating Nancy. We should have had about 3 or 4 goals. 55 minutes on the clock and Nancy have a penalty. Niare gives it away. Nordin against Matupa. It is in the bottom corner. It is 1-1. And on the 58th minute, our own player has put Nancy in front. Thomas Ramon on loan scores a goal from his head. It was awful goalkeeping. We're going to lose this match and we definitely don't deserve to. 81 minutes on the clock and the Bulgarian is starting to repay his massive price tag with an assist and now a goal to his name. In the 93rd minute, we may well have just stolen 3 points, and it's Levan Gvimradze who pokes the ball home with just a minute and a half left to play of injury time. We are in front against Nancy. We end up winning 3-2 thanks to Levan Gvimradze, but that is not the story of the match really. We destroyed them. 33 shots, 17 on target, 3 goals. They had 8 shots, 5 on target and scored twice. We should have put about 6 or 7 past them. Our first win then of the season puts us up into 9th place. Up next, in 7 days' time, we're up against Monaco, who are currently sat top of the table. PSG lost. They lost to Montpellier. We've done a new signing of sorts. In fact, we have done 2, or we will have done 2 very soon. First up is Bernard David, because he's French. He is our new head of youth development, replacing Baboy Traore, who, if I'm perfectly honest, was awful compared to this guy. So I'm glad Bernard has joined the club. And the other bit of transfer news is Olivier Piqueu has been appointed our Director of Football, has been the Angers Director of Football since 2006. He replaces Stephen Thicot, or something like that, who, Olivier, much better than him. We will jump right into the Monaco game then, a team who are currently top of the table. Hopefully we just don't lose. A draw, I'd take a draw here. Well, at half-time, it is 0-0, and we've had 0 highlights, so second half better be a little bit more of an improvement. In the 91st minute, Monaco take the lead, because basically, all we wanted to do was pass the ball around, and then we lost it, and they had a little counter-attack. We are 1-0 down, we are going to lose to Monaco. We don't deserve it, it's been a pretty boring game, but that is a sucker punch right at the end. Hold on, this could be a sucker punch for them, it is not. Davies clears it. It's full time. It's a 1-0 defeat. It's not a good performance. So, 3 games then into the season, and we've played 2 of the biggest teams in the league so far, which actually isn't awful. We obviously have lost 2. We've won 1. We're currently sat 13th place on 3 points. Up next then, Champions League group stage draw. Let's hope that we get someone small. Here we go then. Champions League group stage draw. We, as expected, we are all the way down here at the bottom with 0. 0.000, because we've never played in Europe before. That is why our rankings is so low. So let's just fly through the first and second rounds of groups. So, Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, That'll be tough. Benfica, Chelsea, that'll be tough. Man United, Juventus, that'll be tough. We can't be in PSG, Porto. Bayern and Inter, yep, that'll be tough. Atletico, Man City, that'll be tough. Liverpool, Barcelona, and we can't be in Milan, Monaco. Marseille have gone in with Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund. So, the groups we've got to pick from: Benfica, Chelsea, Bayern, Man United, Juventus, Sevilla, Bayern, not Bayern. Bayern, Inter, Spartak, Moscow. I'd take that one. Weirdly, I'd take that one because I reckon we could beat Spartak Moscow. Atletico, Man City, Sporting. Don't really want to go near that one. I'd take Group G as well because I fancy my chances against Barcelona. I think Messi's probably retired now. We are not in Group B. We are in Group C with Manchester United, Juventus and Sevilla. Oh dear. So, well, interestingly, we're going to be getting reacquainted with Abdulkadir Bejouri, aren't we here? But every group was going to be tough. Every single group was going to be tough. But Juventus and Manchester United, Sevilla, are they any good? Where did they finish last year? Can we find out? No, because apparently I don't have La Liga on. I swear I had La Liga on. Apparently not. So then, the first match of the Champions League group stages is going to be up against Juventus, which means next episode then, we're not going very far at all. It's going to be Marseille and it's going to be Juve. We are probably not going to see the Manchester United one. I'm going to try and show 3 Champions League group stage games, one against each team. So it'll be Juventus, then we'll probably do the Sevilla, and then we'll finish it off with the Manchester United one down at the end. We might also, I don't know, maybe the Sevilla one here in the middle might be a triple header, something like that. Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much for watching this rather long episode of Football Manager 2019 with USL Dunkerque in Ligue 1 and the Champions League. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back next time where we are going to be playing against Juventus. That is going to be painful.